It's time for our radio show, Elko Live today. And on this beautiful day here on the summer, it's actually the first official day of summer while we're sitting down with our guest from the Northeastern Nevada Museum. And I couldn't think of a better way to kick it off than with Lauren Ruvart, who is the executive director of our museum, along with Deed Mawson, who's the education coordinator. So happy summer, ladies.
Thank you, Lori.
Woohoo.
Yay. It is a great time of the year. You see a lot more kids, although as we're going to be talking to Deed, you do see a lot of kids year round, but the Northeastern Nevada Museum is our local treasure. It's a place where people can visit anytime. There are 20,000 square feet of exciting discoveries. Is that right, Lauren? 20,000
right.
square feet?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Everything from art exhibits to history, of course, to ongoing education, and some really fine art exhibits. And I know we're going to mention that in today's program, but there are 6 different galleries. Something for everybody, as they say, right?
It's absolutely true. There is definitely something for everyone there.
So what should we start with? We know that second Saturdays are well underway. Let's just start talking about our children's education programs. Want to do that, Deed?
Well, we can totally do that. That sounds good.
All right.
We actually just finished up our June 2nd Saturday. We made Christmas tree ornaments for the Capitol Christmas tree. Nevada is providing the tree it's called the People's Tree in Washington, D.C. And so the U.S. Forest Service came to me and asked if we could make ornaments at one of our activities. And I was like, yeah, totally. So we made a bunch of ornaments for that, and we'll be donating those to the Christmas tree, and they'll go to Washington, D.C. We hold our second Saturday activities on the second Saturday of every month, year-round, with the exception of July. In July, we will be out at Art in the Park. So that's one where if you want to come see us, you can come visit us at Art in the Park and chat with us, but we won't be doing any activities. We'll be selling ducks for the Great Humboldt Duck Race that day. But in August, I'm working on something to go along with PopCon, because PopCon is August 8th and 9th, and of course the 9th is second Saturday. So I'm kind of working on something to go along with PopCon and just kind of feed into that a little bit.
The museum is a wonderful collaborator, Deed. I know that you were on hand for Trail Days, too, California Trail Interpretive Center.
Yes, I was able to go out to Trail Days this year. That wrapped up my whole field trip season that I had from May to June, and it was a lot of fun. It's fun to work with and to collaborate with others in our community. And actually, this summer, and maybe you might not have heard about it yet because we haven't quite started fully advertising yet, but one of those collaborations is I'm working with the Elko Veteran Corps and the Veterans Resource Center at Great Basin College, and the 3 of us are putting together a Veterans Day at the museum on August 2nd. So we're going to have some history speakers talking about various aspects of military history in Elko, and well, except for one of them, his dad, he is a local person who has lived here for many years, but his dad his parents were from California, but his dad served under General Patton, and he has a diary that his dad kept during his time riding in a tank on the front lines with General Patton. And he read to me some of the things from this diary. It is the coolest piece, like just a piece of history right there that is so amazing, and it's a firsthand account. And so he's going to read some of those in his program. All of that will be on the 2nd. We'll have several speakers and different groups that'll be there, all to recognize veterans in our community and to bring them all together, to bring everybody together. And then we're going to end that night with Top Gun Maverick in the park, which was the licensing for that was sponsored by Orla Mining. So it's really kind of a big, huge collaboration that I'm really excited for.
Well, it's wonderful the way the museum has been soliciting memorabilia, such as the uniforms.
Yes,
right?
And that actually plays right into this event. The whole plan for us is that on the day of the event, those uniforms and the stories will be displayed throughout in the Hallett Gallery with our different tables and things like that. But then also we'll have opportunity for anyone that's interested to sign up and give an oral history or to share like a mini oral history that day. Like we have a few targeted questions to kind of just spark people's memories. And anybody that's interested in sharing something is going to be able to have the opportunity to share something with us.
Wow, that's all set for August 2nd. I think it's probably the first time, at least that I remember, doing something like this, DeEtte, and I'm sure it is appreciated there. This is a very patriotic community. A lot of people have been enlisted in the military for generations. The Native American community, their population is recognized as having the highest number of enlisted people, both men and women. They're warriors. They believe in that, truly.
And it goes all the way back to the beginning of Elko. I mean, the Spanish-American War was the first conflict that, after Elko was established as a county and city, that the U.S. was involved in. So it goes all the way back, and that patriotism has been there from the very beginning.
DeEtte Mawson is education coordinator for the Northeastern Nevada Museum, and you can see that this education extends to, of course, adults and families, as well as keeping kiddos busy year-round. Our museum is dedicated to serving local history and involving visitors and what we really value the most. And there's a diverse history there, and I wanted to talk to you, Lauren, about, and we're going to go back and forth because I know DeEtte's got so much. The museum really is a fantastic place to visit any time of year, but super fun during the summer, especially as the kids' vacation kind of wanes and you're looking for more exciting things to do and to do together. So, Lauren, I am so thrilled about this Nevada Wilson exhibit. Yeah. Can you tell us about that?
Well, sure. We were approached by a gentleman named James Boyd, and he grew up with one of Nevada Wilson's paintings in his grandmother's home, and he became really interested in it. And then a few years ago, he just decided he's going to start collecting Nevada Wilson's art. And he got a whole bunch of paintings.
He refurbished them, right? He had them
restored and got new frames and asked us if we'd like to exhibit them. Of course we do, because Nevada Wilson was born in Elko in 1877, and she graduated from Tuscarora High School. And then she was one of the first students of the, it's escaping me. What's wrong with me? Latimer Art School. And so she's just got a really interesting history and was always successful in art. And so if you're interested in that, we've got her up in Halleck Bar Gallery until August 2nd. And up in Barrett Gallery, we have our annual Elko County Art Club show and sale. There are really lovely pieces this year.
Very nice. We've done such a good job, I think, encouraging art and artists in the community, from the art club to all the beautiful murals that we have and the sculpture. And the city is certainly looking at adding more of that, too, with the downtown renovation that's going on right now. But Nevada Wilson, those paintings, again, I was just blown away. Who knew? We didn't know. And now we get to see Nevada, because a lot of the work is of Nevada landscapes, although I think it's also from other places where she lived and moved to California, right? Yeah. But first of all, what a cool name. Her parents named her Nevada Wilson, and she went by Neva. And she was one of the most prolific Impressionist artists in the entire country in the 20th century, born right here in Elko. And who knew there was a Tuscarora High School? I didn't even know that.
Well, I didn't know that either, but Mr. Boyd, I'm not...
Yeah.
Well, perhaps she was living in Tuscarora when she graduated. Well, maybe that's what...
Yeah.
But regardless, her dad was owner of the Elko Tuscarora stage line, which is also interesting.
Yes, super interesting local ties. We really, if we had a chance to thank Mr. Boyd, I would certainly do that. James Boyd has loaned this collection. There are nearly 40 paintings that were restored, and they are on loan. And this is only up until August 3rd. Mm-hmm. Okay. So get out there and make this a part of your summer, and invite friends and family to enjoy Nevada Wilson's work. It's great that we get to participate in elevating her work once again here in this century. Yeah, super cool. Thanks. And thanks for your work, because I'm not sure many people realize what a hands-on museum director you are.
We do our best, and I have so much help. Our staff kicks butts. I don't know if you can say that on the air, but it's true.
Just did.
We kick butt all the time here in Elko, and we are certainly going to say that on the air. So, especially at our museum, we have so much pride. And I did want to mention, too, and between you and Diet, the duck race, the Great Humboldt Duck Race, is important because not only is it fun, but it's an important fundraiser for our museum.
Yes. Yeah. And it, like I said, when we were talking about Second Saturday, I mentioned that we'll be out in Art in the Park. Well, it'll be one of the last opportunities you'll have to purchase your ducks for the duck race. And this year, we're going to hold the duck race on July 25th at the Northside Park on Angel Hill, just going down the hill there. And I should say it's officially Angel Park, isn't it? I said that wrong.
Oh no, it's fine. That's
some
our
people
own
say North.
Yeah, I don't think everybody knows.
Yeah, it's a bit of history. Yes, yeah.
But we've had a really great year for duck race this year. Actually, Everything Elko is sponsoring the Lame Duck Prize, which will be $250 to the last duck to. And generally, it's the duck that doesn't even make it out of the start line. You know, he just doesn't go anywhere.
He's scared of the hill.
Yeah, exactly. He's afraid of the slip and slide. The Elko Fire Department will help us make a slip and slide and provide water for us, and they're fantastic. And then this year has been a really great year for sponsors. Like, we ask for local businesses to help us sponsor, and then in exchange we give them some advertisement. We mention them on the radio and Facebook and things like that as much as we possibly can. And so really quickly, we just want to thank the Coffee Mug and Four Seasons Towing, Kavanaugh Business Center, His and Hers Automotive, the Elko Lions Club, Edward Jones, Lynn Terrace, Caitlin McMullen with Edward Jones, and Brian Ullman with Edward Jones.
And we should mention that all these generous sponsors, they're really not looking for accolades. It just shows how much confidence they have in our museum and what you'll do with their proceeds.
Yes, and they're just It's a wonderful community. We have a wonderful community that supports us, and we're so thankful for it. And it's such a fun activity that, you know, if nobody bought a duck, we wouldn't be able to hold this really cool thing.
Yeah. So, and they're little, we should mention, they're little rubber duckies.
Yes.
They are rubber duckies. They are not real duckies. Yes.
They are. So and each little rubber ducky has a number on it for those of you that haven't seen it yet. And you can buy one duck for $5 or 6 for $25.
It's a quack pack.
It's the quack pack, yes. And each duck has a number on it. So we tell you what the number is, and you can come down and cheer for your duck. And then at the end of the race, we collect all the ducks back up again, and we wash them and put them away till next year.
Are they still dumped out of like a big cement mixer, or how did that work?
It used to be out of a front loader.
Oh, okay.
Modern Concrete used to donate a front loader for us. They were another wonderful community partner that we had. They would provide us with a front loader that we would drive up onto 12th Street Bridge.
Oh, right, when it was in the river.
Tip it out.
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. But this time now, we're able to use the fire department, and again, just kind of open up, dump out the bins or whatever, and just slide down the hill.
We create kind of like a little trough thing with tarps and everything that we
cool.
hold them back in, and they just go scooping down the hill. And
wow, and the kids love it. They go racing alongside of them, and it's a fun family event. It goes by quick, so get those ducks purchased now.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can call us at 775-738-3418 if you'd like to purchase over the phone.
Diet Mawson is Education Coordinator for our Northeastern Nevada Museum. There are fun things going on like Night at the Museum events. There are birthday parties. You show movies both indoors and out. And as you mentioned, Second Saturdays, the fun just never ends.
It's so true. We actually just did our Night at the Museum event. We showed The Land Before Time. That was such a fun one to do. And then our movies in the park this summer, we're going to do Labyrinth on August 8th, again in conjunction with PopCon. Our plan with that is to have anybody that wants to come over from PopCon, because it'll start just as they're ending their events that night. So they can come over from the convention center and hang out with us in the park and watch Labyrinth. And then on August 15th, we're going to do Top Gun, which I'm personally really excited for Top Gun.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really excited for that one.
I know. And because I've been watching like the Mission Impossible movies. I was like, that guy never ages. I mean, that's incredible. Yeah. I saw him in Risky Business. That was
right?
That was the movie when I was in school. So, yeah, it's pretty neat stuff. So these films, They are generally family friendly. They're projected on the back of the museum, so on the big white wall. Okay,
Yep.
Yeah.
At dusk, bring your food and your blankets and your chairs and your bug spray.
Bug spray is important, and some of the
Yes.
best brownies I've ever had. I guess I should put that. I should be responsible, but people bring goodies and pass them around. Everybody share.
nice.
Yeah.
It was really nice, whether they're Jello squares or whatever it is. And
there were
you know,
a couple. There was a couple one time, a couple of ladies that brought out. They had the red checkered blanket and spread it out, and they had the real live like picnic basket, and they pulled out, and it was just like a picnic in the movies.
How cute.
It was so cute.
Inspiring. And of course, fans and friends of our Northeastern Nevada Museum, they'll be there. We want all of you listening to be there because the museum belongs to all of us, and you can help support it by becoming a member, right, Lauren?
Yes, we'd love for you to become a member. It is only $25 for a single membership and $35 for a family membership. And as many family members as you have, you can bring to the museum all year long for $35. What a deal.
It is such a deal. And again, you would think that a museum might be static. I mean, obviously you have lots of history there and some exhibits that people come back for time and time again. There are displays of early life featuring American Indian, Basque, Chinese, and cowboy cultures. But then, as you've heard, that there are these rotating exhibits, art exhibits, contemporary projects displaying the history that's important to local people.
We also try to freshen up the history side of things from time to time. We just recently completed an exhibit on telecommunications in Elko County.
With the help of Jeff Williams.
Yep.
Nice.
What a sweetheart.
He's
And it's such a
sweetheart.
cool looking exhibit. It's fantastic.
Telecommunications, so the origins of the telephone.
And telegraph. I think there's telegraph wire in there, and yeah.
That's so cool. Thank you, Jeff, if you're listening out there. We so appreciate all that he lends to the Northeastern Nevada Museum. Now, is he on your board of directors?
He is, and he's just a sweetheart.
He's just a sweetheart.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
He's actually going to be speaking at the military veterans event as well on the 2nd of August.
he has an amazing collection of historic firearms, if you will, that day. I'm not even sure. I don't want to begin to say how old the earliest he has, but it's incredible. It's firearms that helped to settle the West, frankly. I mean, he's been known to exhibit those at the Trail Center. And so what a great collaboration that we have. Our Northeastern Nevada Museum is located at 1515 Idaho Street. And they are open Tuesday through Saturday, and that is from 9 to 5, and then Sunday from 1 to 5. Closed on Mondays because even the museum exhibits need a little rest, a little break in between. So with all of this and more, it's nice to mention, Lauren, that there are plans for an expansion. The road is paved. I think the city's given approval, just waiting for the final funding pieces to come together. But our museum is so beloved that it needs to grow again.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
The Cultural Center would be very neat if we could get off the ground. Thank you so much to Nevada Gold Mines for helping us try to get that going, and to all the tribes who are involved. So we'll see what happens.
It'll be an amazing collection, the Nevada Cultural Center. This will be focused on our Native Americans, and there's so much story, so much history to be told. We have the California Trail Interpretive Center. They try to tell the pioneer experience, but also include through the eyes of our first people. But it's going to be an amazing attraction, I think, for the entire region. I mean, you see how many travelers we have, visitors from all over the world.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic, and the opportunities that it's going to open up for us, just to be able to expand our collection and to be able to continue preserving those parts of history that are important to our area. Mm-hmm. I think that collections takes space.
It really does,
and it takes special care. There's
an environment,
yes, climate and things like that play into a lot of it. And if we just don't have the space or anything like that to store things, because we can't exhibit everything all at once, but it's still a museum's role to preserve those pieces. And so having a safe place to store them is really important. So I think this expansion is going to absolutely provide that.
I know I get jealous when I hear about the Datsulali baskets being displayed somewhere else. And I think bring some here. We've got beautiful Native American baskets, and it would be great to add to that collection, right, Lauren?
Spectacular.
Absolutely. So anything we can do to help get that off the ground and going. I know Nevada Gold Mines is probably eager because not only are they contributing, making this expansion possible, but they're going to be featured, or the history of mining will be featured, and we don't really have that in one place to this date.
Yeah.
So
it's important for all of us to know what makes us a town.
Exactly. It's been mining, railroad, ranching. People come and go for all kinds of reasons. And now it's about community. And that's why it's our job to help preserve this history. Who knows what the future will hold, but we need a place to literally hold it. So this expansion is important to all of us. 1515 Idaho Street is the current museum location. The expansion would happen just bumping out a bit in the back there in the main city park. It's perfect the way that it's situated near the E-Center, which is the Elko Convention Center. So Deanne, I know you probably have some other things on your list that you want to mention, or do we get to most of the current stuff?
I think we managed to get most things.
We do have a book signing on July 4th. That's a Friday.
Tell us about that.
It is for a book called More Than Sheep Herders by a lovely Basque gentleman whose name that I will absolutely butcher. Do you think you could?
I could try it. Let's see. Malia Olache. But Jose, I'm not sure if that's the first name. I wish I had my dear friend, Anita Franzoya, here, because anytime I announce the Basque Festival Parade, I had Anita by my side to help with the names.
I do believe she helped with the book, and so did Jess Lopetegi, and so did Mendive. So there are various...
Mercedes Mendive.
Yep, correct.
Yes. Very local.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. So More Than Sheep Herders. This will be a lovely, and I'm sure the museum gift shop will have copies of the book. Perfect.
We actually have copies now.
Oh, so you can read it.
But the signing, yes, you can come in now and pick it up if you want to, but the book signing will take place on the 4th.
The reason the 4th is this is during the National Basque Festival, and so it's something like 60 years of the Basque Festival. Wow, it's incredible, 61, 62 years. So do get the book, More Than Sheep Herders. It is available now. We should mention that too. The museum has an incredible gift shop. Museum members do get discounts on most of the items, although there are some that are obviously reserved, but you can purchase great gifts. I mean, jewelry, artwork, a lot of it is very unique to us.
And local as well.
Yes.
Local artists.
So thanks for curating that.
Things like our t-shirts that are in the store were all designed in-house. Lauren did a lot of the design on our t-shirts. Some of our postcards that we have are archived photos. And we also, like she said, local artists that we just recently had... oh my goodness, their name just completely flew out of my mind. But they did metal work, and so we have a lot of patriotic metal work that was brought into the store that is for sale right now. So if you want to decorate for 4th
Sherry
of July,
and Randy?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I hope I know they've done metal work, so hopefully I'm plugging the right person. But
yes. There's if you want to decorate for 4th of July, some fantastic looking patriotic metalwork it looks really great.
Nice. And that's all available at the Northeastern Nevada Museum right there in the gift shop. So, and then there are public gathering spaces, whether you're having like a wedding reception or maybe even a memorial service, a birthday party, right? There are spaces available.
Our theater seats 90. We have dining, sit-down space for 100. And as far as a cocktail party, like if you were going to do just a networking event or something like that, we have cocktail tables, and you could have up to 200 for that because, cocktail tables don't take up too much space.
That's great. It's right there in where the Halleck Bar Gallery is. So you're always going to be surrounded by amazing art and the collections that are carefully curated. And that brings us to another point. People can contribute to collections. Most of all, you need money, though, right? That would be helpful. Yeah. But at the same time, we don't want people to be tossing out their scrapbooks or their photos. Even if you've come across an old house and you find something that's really cool and unique, bring it by the museum, right? Because they might be able to even make copies of it.
The archives are incredibly important. We appreciate everything The archives are mostly paper documents, photographs, newspapers, things like that. And if you would like to come in and do some research, Ella, our wonderful archivist, would be happy to help you. Just please do make an appointment.
Yes, Ella is fantastic, and she loves sharing history. Mm-hmm. And by the way, it's not Elko-centric history. Ella's doing a really good job, too, I think, folding in history from, outlying communities, ranches, places like Carlin, where they all recognize the significance of preserving our legacy, our history.
And I don't know if you know this or not, but because we're Northeastern Nevada Museum, it means we cover 5 counties.
I did not know that.
It's
5
actually
counties?
Elko County, then Humboldt, Elko, Humboldt, Lander, Eureka, and White Pine.
We really do. Wow, that is amazing. I had no idea.
And it's if you look at a map of Nevada, that's a huge chunk of the state.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. So even if you come across something, you go, oh, well, that's Ely history. I don't think they'd be definitely interested, and can make sure it gets in the right hands too, because that's the other good thing. So don't toss it. Check in first. Make sure that just because it's old, it might have a home or a future, and it might be a really important piece of the puzzle of Elko's past or the area's past. So very cool, you guys. There's always so much. I always think of so much more when we get toward the end of our program. Here, we're talking today with DeEtte Mawson, our education coordinator. Lauren Ruvart is our executive director of the Northeastern Nevada Museum, a beautiful facility for research, for diverse history, art exhibits, amazing collections, and our community gathering space, and certainly ramped up for summer fun. 20,000 square feet of fun and growing. Movies, the duck race coming up, the gift shop, ongoing education. I know you do a lot of field trips too, right? So when we get back at it, DeEtte?
So once school goes back in, last year I started a group collaboration with Nevada Outdoor School and the California Trail Interpretive Center, the Elko Library, and a couple others. And we decided that we would all gather in one place to tell all the teachers what we do and what we can offer. And we found that it was pretty successful for our first try last year. So we're going to bring that back again this year, so teachers can look for that. It'll probably be in the first few weeks of school. And then, as soon as school starts, they can start booking field trips. I do them year round. I do end up with most of my field trips in April and May. But if you can come earlier, I'll go to your classroom too. So it really, at any time, any point in the year.
Well, and DeEtte, obviously that's your training and your background as an educator, so it's really helpful so teachers can be reassured. Some of the programs that are currently available for field trips are to see American Indian baskets, to see the mastodon and the fossils, which are also, we didn't even mention them. Sorry, Murray. Next time. Pioneer Life, the Pony Express, which the Pony Express annual gathering is going to be at Elko this fall.
Yes, it is.
Isn't that neat?
I believe it's September 5th and 6th.
You're right. That's the dates I have too. You can learn about the Transcontinental Railroad. We used to have railroad tracks right down the heart of downtown Elko. That's where they're fixing the sidewalk now, and they're finding some tunnels. Cool. Neat. They are finding some tunnels.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we're gonna try to get the history. I know you guys probably. People will say, "Oh, they were Chinese tunnels," and some people say they were bootlegging tunnels. We don't know. We're gonna try to find out. So we're gonna. I mean, we everybody has a story about the tunnels, right? And they maybe just for utilities for the buildings. That could be as simple as it is. The Gold Fever is sponsored by Nevada Gold Mines, hosted by the museum, and this is a program for all 4th grade students to learn about mining in a hands-on way, and that's only once a year, but that's also coming up in the fall, right?
That one is one that is so much fun. They come in and they learn about mining, and they learn about what they end up learning all the things that are made from gold, and like where they get it, where it comes from, and then they learn how to do like a scratch test to identify minerals and rocks while they're out and about looking around. And they learn what these things are used for, and it's a fantastic program.
Yeah, it sparked a lot of imaginations, and I'm sure careers in the future. Our guests today from the Northeastern Nevada Museum are, of course, DeEtte and Lauren, and I am very happy to say that the benefits of membership far outweigh this very minimal cost As an individual, it's $25. A family is $35. You can become a patron for $50, all the way up to a lifetime membership package in which you get a plaque, which is kind of cool. So donations and memorials, but do support the museum and be a visitor. Spend lots of time there this summer. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you, Lori. We appreciate you so much.
Oh, we appreciate you so much. Our museum is located at 1515 Idaho Street, and we hope that you'll visit soon. And let them know you're listening to KELK, won't you?